Good evening and welcome everyone to the East Brunswick Township Council meeting, April 24th, 2023. Will everyone please rise as we salute the flag with our Pledge of Allegiance. Remain standing for a moment of personal reflection. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Township Clerk, please call roll and read our statement of adequate notice.
Councilmember Hall.
Here.
Councilman Wendell.
Here.
Councilwoman Winston.
Here.
Councilwoman Zembicki.
Here.
Council President McAvoy.
Here.
Also present, Mayor Brad Cohen.
Here.
Administrator Joseph Criscuolo.
Here.
And Township Attorney Michael Baker.
Here.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as required under Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, by specifying the time, date, location, and to the extent known, the agenda, by posting a copy on the bulletin board located in the main lobby of the East Brunswick Municipal Building, providing a copy to the Home News Tribune and Sentinel newspapers, posting a copy on the Township's website, and by filing a copy in the office of the Township Clerk, which will be entered into the minutes.
Thank you. Resolution number 23-133, resolution adopting our meeting minutes for April 10th, 2023. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion or clarification? Seeing none. Township Clerk, will you call the roll?
Councilmember Hall.
Yes.
Councilman Wendell.
Abstain.
Councilwoman Winston.
Yes.
Councilwoman Zembicki.
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy.
Yes. We have a proclamation recognizing the month of April as Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Mayor Cohen, will you take order on this issue, please?
Thank you, President. This is a proclamation on Sexual Assault Awareness Month for April 2023. Whereas Sexual Assault Awareness Month and the observance of Denim Day are intended to draw attention to the fact that sexual violence is widespread and has public health implications for every community member. And whereas statistics show that every 68 seconds someone in the United States is sexually assaulted, and every 9 minutes that victim is a child. Victims of sexual violence can be any age, gender, race, sexual orientation, or ability. Perpetrators utilize power and control over their victims through physical or psychological means. For countless survivors, the scars of these actions may endure for years. And whereas prevention is possible, so we must work together to educate our community about what can be done to stop sexual violence while supporting survivors. And whereas staff and volunteers of anti-violence and prevention programs encourage every person to speak out when witnessing acts of violence, however small, and to challenge the social norms that continue to perpetrate a culture of violence. And whereas with leadership, dedication, and encouragement, there is compelling evidence that we can be successful in reducing sexual violence through increased awareness, prevention education focused on increasing gender equity, healthy relationships, and bystander intervention, and holding perpetrators who commit these acts of violence responsible for their actions. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Brad J. Cohen, Mayor of the Township of East Brunswick, along with the Township Council, do hereby proclaim April 2023 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month in the Township of East Brunswick, and urge citizens to support service programs in the belief that all community members must be part of a solution to end sexual violence, and encourage everyone to wear jeans on April 26, 2023, Denim Day, to show your support against sexual violence, given under the hand and the Great Seal of the Township of East Brunswick this 24th day of April in the year 2023.
Thank you, Mayor Cohen. Those
you.
are powerful words. Councilwoman Winston, would you please join me at the lectern? And good evening once again, everyone. This evening, we will be recognizing 2 athletic teams from the high school that are distinguished as New Jersey state champions. We are here this evening to honor the teams, the coaches, the school, and yes, you, the parents, the families of the East Brunswick High School cheerleading teams. And to issue the proclamation will be Councilwoman Winston, but before we do that, could we get the JV squad up here? Coaches, please join them. Can we get the coaches in the middle? Yes. Right? And then we'll get the players, the athletes. Yeah, come on over, because we're gonna crunch together for a team photo when you're done. Okay?
Okay.
That's all you.
All right, thank you. Welcome to all the East Brunswick High School cheerleaders, but right now specifically, welcome to the JV Cheerleader Bears. We're so lucky and proud to have you here with us tonight. This weekend, I had the opportunity to speak with your teammate, Antonio LaMonica, about your group and all of your accomplishments. He told me that in addition to cheering for others at athletic events, you all put in about 1 hour and 45 minutes a day practicing as a team. Then, in addition, you'll attend an open gym to hone your tumbling skills and prepare for competitive cheering meets. You started out slowly in the winter and over time improved and gelled as a group. Under Coach Leff's leadership, your determination and drive became unstoppable, culminating in your incredible win at states at Brookdale, where you beat hundreds and hundreds of athletes from all over New Jersey. It's my honor and privilege to present you with these proclamations that are very well deserved, and congrats to all the athletes, coaches, and parents. I'll read the proclamation now. The proclamation reads as follows. Whereas the East Brunswick High School junior varsity cheerleaders play a key role at EBHS by promoting school spirit, leadership, and sportsmanship, and encourage and support all scholastic teams to make a commitment to excellence. And whereas the New Jersey Cheerleading and Dance Coaches Association has recognized the East Brunswick junior varsity cheerleading team as an all-state competitor. And whereas the NJDCA values the hard work and dedication that the East Brunswick junior varsity coaches and team members have devoted to their sport, to their community, and to each other. And whereas the true value of cheerleading is about inspiring, enabling, and empowering others to do their absolute best together to realize a meaningful shared purpose. Whereas, in an effort to honor this commitment to excellence, the Mayor and the Township Council of East Brunswick hereby do recognize the time, the choreography, the sport, and the attendance at the numerous scholastic sporting events that the team has cheered as a component of having been prepared for state competition. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Brad J. Cohen, Mayor of the Township of East Brunswick and the Township Council, congratulate the East Brunswick High School Junior Varsity Cheer Team, Supervisor of Athletics Frank Malta, and their coaches Nicole Rosner, Barry Leff, and Rhiannon Ocello on earning the title of state champions. And I'll now read off the names, and you can come up and get your proclamation. Starting off with Kai Clugston. Congratulations. Well done. Madison Klausner. Giovanna Costanza. Angelina Dadio. Congratulations. Jessica Nageb. Smadar Ulcha. Okay. Bailey Raff. Aubrey Rolfs. Antonio LaMonica. Going for the hug. Congratulations. Jenna Rodriguez. Congratulations. Natalie Nazaria. Okay. Alexa Sanchez, Sadia Burks Mason, Sophia Nam, and my Star King. And Coach Barry Leff. Congratulations to you all.
We'll take a snap here. I saw everybody want to come up here and get a better angle on the squad. Council, would you please join us?
Yeah, I know. I gotta look.
And I'm gonna hide behind the mayor. Thanks for picking up the coolest.
Picture of nice event yesterday.
Raised about 28 pounds. Yeah, 500. It's very easy to raise money.
Infectious.
Yeah. A couple of friends came that were totally non-political. I love this guy. I'll work for him.
Yes, and when I should have said something earlier. That feel free to roam the courtroom and take pictures wherever you want. Please, don't just confine yourself. You can come over here, anywhere you want. And now to enter into the record. Oh, before I said it, can we get the varsity squad up here? Right. And now to enter into the record with the reading of another proclamation, this time for our varsity cheerleaders. Please welcome Councilwoman Zambicki. Councilwoman.
Thank you. So first, audience, I would like to proudly introduce to you the East Brunswick Varsity Cheerleaders State Champions. What an amazing accomplishment. Being a student athlete is very, very difficult. And these young ladies, as Councilwoman, and men, as Councilwoman Winston said, put in so many hours and still maintained wonderful academic record. And that goes and says volumes, right? So congratulations. We are so proud of you in East Brunswick. All of your teachers, to your coaches, great job. So I would like to read the proclamation. Whereas the East Brunswick High School varsity cheerleaders play a key role at East Brunswick High School by promoting school spirit, leadership, sportsmanship, and encourage and support all scholastic teams to make a commitment to excellence. And whereas the New Jersey Cheerleading and Dance Coaches Association has recognized the East Brunswick varsity cheerleading team as all state competitors. And whereas the NJCDCA values the hard work and dedication that the East Brunswick varsity coaches and team members have devoted to their sport, to their community, and to each other. Whereas the true value of cheerleading is about inspiring, enabling, empowering others to do their absolute best together to realize meaningful shared purpose. And whereas, in an effort to honor this commitment to excellence, the Mayor and the Township Council of East Brunswick hereby do recognize the time, the choreography, the sport, and the attendance at the numerous, very numerous scholastic sporting events that this team has cheered on as a component of being prepared for the state competition. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed that Mayor Brad J. Cohen of the East Brunswick Township and the council congratulate the East Brunswick High School varsity cheer team, supervisor of athletics, Frank Malta, and their coaches, Nicole Rosner, Barry Leff, and Rihanna Ocello, on earning the title of state champions. How fantastic. Congratulations. Okay, so I have proclamations to give each of you. So first, starting with Amanda Raphael. Amanda, congratulations. Natalie Sioch. Congratulations, Natalie. Nicolina Tapia. Congratulations. Maria Udalova. Congratulations. Adam Acevedo. Congratulations, great job. Jaden Casamasima. Congratulations. Rachel Lynn. Congratulations. Anelia Rothar Fagaris. I didn't say it right, did I? It's Analia. Analia, got it. Summer Tucson. Congratulations. Vienna Yu. Congratulations. Isabella Afonso. Congratulations. Got a little cheer out there. Brianna Faria. Congratulations. And to our coaches, Coach Rosner. Congratulations. Barry Leff. Congratulations. But this is for varsity, and you're a part of it. Yes. And also Rihanna Ocello. Congratulations. Congratulations, everyone.
I have one more anecdote before we just close for some photos, and I was sharing it with the coaching staff before we began the formalness of the proclamation. This is the first time in the history of East Brunswick High School that the cheerleading teams have been recognized. Isn't that wild? So what I'm saying is twofold. Our first graduating class was 1962. So here we are 60 years later, and we're finally recognizing, right, cheerleaders. So for all the cheerleaders who are home watching this evening, for all the cheerleaders who have heard about what's going on here this evening, you too are part of this, and we congratulate everyone who's a cheerleader. Come on for the photos. In the back.
Come on, let's see some of the cheerleading moves.
It's the year they're graduating.
There we go. So they got miles.
It's the year that they're graduating. Yeah. Many of
Good?
them.
Okay.
I got it. It's okay. I got it. Come on. I know, I'm sorry. Wait. Don't get mad. I'm sure I had to wait. Okay, thank you.
For all those 24s and 25s, I expect to see you again next year, okay?
Right. We'll take a minute in recess while you guys. You're welcome.
Bye.
Okay, we're back in session, and we'll talk ordinance for a second reading. We do not have any reports. Mayor Cohen?
Thank you, Council President. A couple of things. First of all, Saturday was Earth Day, and we had a lot of things going on in town celebrating that. First, starting out with the free cycling event that the Friends of the Environmental Commission supports at least twice a year. So that was on Earth Day Saturday. It was a huge turnout, and fortunately, everything that ends up being picked up from there ends up not in the landfill. So that is the whole point of this, and I thank them all for contributing a lot of work and help from the East Brunswick Youth Council that helped get that off the ground, literally. We also had, I don't want to steal your thunder, but the East Brunswick Education Association and the support staff, which is a group that clearly is important in the township and often goes a little bit unrecognized. And many of them, by the way, live here. We're out at Bicentennial Park doing cleanup on Saturday, which was great. I actually had the opportunity and the honor of being at an Eagle Scout Court of Honor on Saturday, and the project that helped him earn his Eagle Scout was the cleanup of Butterfly Park. So I thought that was pretty nice that they ended up picking that day to do his Court of Honor. There was a fashion show at the mall, and that was all dedicated to functionality and use of materials that are not dangerous to the environment. And we have coming up on tomorrow night, actually, right at the library, we're having a program that is sponsored by our Sustainability Committee, the Township, and the Hadassah of EBJC, called Getting Past Plastics. The last year's was the first installment of that ongoing program. It was talking pretty much about trying to make an effort to reduce the use of single-use plastic water bottles, which I hope I don't see up here. No, I don't. And tomorrow's is going to be getting where we go from there, and in terms of accountability for sustainability and the things that we're doing here in the township to try to promote that, which is a lot. And I've been for the longest time on the forefront of a lot of policy that's designed towards sustainability. And while we in the room may not think that's important, I can assure you that that is probably the number one issue to young people today. If you poll them, that is the single biggest issue of importance to them. And keep in mind that virtually every social movement in this country that really ever got off the ground was started by and brought on by youth, whether that was civil rights movements, gay rights movements, women's movements. It was always the youth that pushed that. So it's a big deal to them and something that we support. And then finally, just wanted to make mention that tomorrow we will be having a flag raising in honor of Yom Ha'atzmaut, which is the celebration of the Israeli Independence Day, which on Wednesday will be the 75th anniversary of the State of Israel, which was founded in 1948. So that flag ceremony, flag raising, will be at 1 o'clock, right by the clock and the flag tower here at the Municipal Center. So anybody who could be there, that would be great. And that's my whole report. Thank you, Council President.
Mr. Crisculo, our business manager.
No report this evening.
Mr. Baker, our attorney.
No report, Council President.
It's the township clerk.
Unfortunately.
Got a little something?
I do. Well, I do want to congratulate the East Brunswick cheerleading team for such an outstanding achievement. So congratulations to you guys. You guys did an awesome job, and the Township of East Brunswick is extremely proud. As it pertains to election, the commencements of mail-in ballots have actually begun. So once you do receive your mail-in ballot in the coming days, you may submit your mail-in ballot via the U.S. Postal Services. You can also drop it off at the Board of Elections located at 11 Kennedy Boulevard, or you can conveniently utilize our drop box that is located within our municipal complex by our municipal court and our police station near the parking lot. As it pertains to the consent agenda, we do have a resolution on the agenda that has a minor typo. So Resolution 23-134 reads, Resolution authorizing Megabytes Events, LLC, to hold a food and music festival on May 6, 2023. It states in the body of the resolution that the event will take place at the Middlesex County Fairgrounds. That is incorrect. The event will take place at the New Brunswick Square Mall. So I ask the council to kindly approve the resolution with that specific amendment. Also on the agenda are two ordinances, Ordinance 23-12, as well as Ordinance 23-13. So the Revenue Department once handled food licenses as well as animal licenses. Those two have been moved over from Revenue into the clerk's office. So now the clerk's office processes as well as issues all animal licenses and food licenses. So we have just amended our code so it reflects the change that was administratively made. So as it pertains to Ordinance 23-12, amending dogs and cats, Chapter 23, that is simply to reflect the change that was made in terms of departments, changing the revenue or the collection department to the Township Clerk's office as the office that handles the processing and issuance of those licenses. And the same applies to Ordinance 23-13 for food licenses. It's simply just changing the department that will be handling the processing as well as the issuance of those food licenses going forward. And that's all that I have for today. Thank you.
Thank you. Council members, any board reports, committee reports?
I have one.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Thank you. So I have a report from the Rec and Parks Advisory Board. I was going to pull two of the resolutions from the agenda just to give some information, but instead of pulling them, I'll do it in my report background information. So let's see, Resolution 23-141 deals with the synthetic turf at Heavenly Farms. The current turf that's being used right now is going on 14 years old, and it's beyond its usefulness. It's actually dangerous to some degree because of the ripples in the turf. We don't have a timeline yet for replacing it at this point, but working on it. The field was initially built with the intention of it being used by our challenged population and being used by other athletic groups as well. The field is going to be redone to accommodate the older age groups of baseball and softball players, and it will also be used, continue to be used for all of our challenged population. It is definitely one of the most well-used facilities in our community. The other resolution is 23-137. This is for the purchase of sodium hydrochlorite, our chlorine for Crystal Springs. As council knows, this has been on our agenda several times, and has been rejected, the bids, because they have been so high, but we're at the point where Crystal Springs needs to open, and we ended up getting a bid. And just to make it clear, the cost of this chlorine has gone up 70% since last year. So it's a huge increase, and it's also being reflected in the slight increases that we approved for ticketing at Crystal Springs, and also due to the cost of electricity and, of course, our employees that work there. And then the last piece of the report, nothing to do with any of the resolutions, but Recreation and Parks is thriving in East Brunswick, for sure, under the direction of Mike Reisner and his entire team. We celebrated Kite Day, the EB Youth Council had their Keller Run, EBBL had their opening day, as well as EB Soccer Club. St. Bart's Flag Football opening day was also held in the past month. EB Youth Tennis opening day was also occurred. Our Eagle Scout projects continue to go on, as Mayor Cohen just spoke about. Butterfly Park work is continually being done. Crystal Springs preparations are underway as our staff is there each day. Season passes are on sale, by the way. Our Daisy recreation programs are in full swing, and something that was so sweet, while our education support professionals, those are all of our support staff that work in the East Brunswick Public Schools, but a lot of our instructional assistants were at Bicentennial Park doing the cleanup, and the Daisy program was in session, and they were doing their walk, and it was adorable to see so many of the kids recognize their teachers and support staff from elementary school. So it was very sweet. It was just a great moment. Residents, as if you go out, are utilizing all of our parks. They are all busy all over town. I can certainly say Bicentennial was packed Saturday. And last, the annual Daisy Tricky Tray was a huge success for our Daisy Recreation Program Association. So thank you to everybody who contributed to any of those in any way. And we are looking forward to a great summer with recreation. So thank you.
Any other council member reports? Thank you. Let's move to the public comment portion of our meeting. Township Clerk, will you please read the public comment statement?
The public comment portion of our meeting is to allow the public to bring to the council's attention their concerns or comments in accordance with NJSA 10:4-12A and the East Brunswick Rules of Council. The council asks the public to limit their comments to 5 minutes or less. At the conclusion of the statements or questions from a member of the public, the council president, at his discretion, may choose to respond, not respond, or ask the administration to respond.
Would anyone like to address the chair? Please. Please give us your name and your address. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Alex Trackman, 47 Dorchester Drive, and I've been living in East Brunswick for over 30 years. I'm so glad that we talk about park and recreation today, because I would like to talk about Lenape Park. Have you been there lately?
I personally have not.
Exactly. I'm here representing over 5,000 members of tennis and pickleball citizens of East Brunswick, and I would like to let you know that 25% of pickleball and tennis courts inoperable currently in East Brunswick. The surface in the Lenape Park courts came up in some places 6 to 12 inches, so those courts are completely closed. A lot of courts, tennis courts and pickleball courts in East Brunswick have cracks and have hazard, so people tripping on them. And on some courts, people cannot play. I was in contact with the Recreation and Park Department, and they told me that we have to wait till it's gonna be really, really hot, and then all the surf is gonna repair itself. Do you expect us to believe that? Should we pay our taxes only for the cold months and not for the hot months when we can go play tennis and pickleball? East Brunswick was a home of the state champions, and I'm so glad that our varsity team did so well. The last time, I think it was about 20 years ago. The reason for that is because our parks cannot accommodate good tennis players. Yes, high school, when they go to high school have beautiful courts. But our youth, they have no place to play tennis. Pickleball is the #1 growing sport in the United States. We have 6 courts that have cracked surface and 2 courts in a Lenape court that nobody can use. This year I was looking forward to teach my granddaughter to play pickleball and tennis in Lenape court. Everything is closed. And we still have promises that it's going to be fixed, but when it's going to get really, really hot. So I hope I brought your attention to this issue, and I hope it's going to be resolved before it's going to get really, really hot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Anyone else wishing to address the chair, please?
My name is Nashat Tawadros. I live in 3 Stratford Road, East Brunswick.
Did you get the address? Got it?
Yes. I also have my neighbor. It's 2 Stratford Road. We have behind the backyard very big swamp of water, never get dry. I understand it's wetland, but has to go to the drain. The drain, something block it. We can't enjoy the summer outside from 2 years ago. I contact by phone and they tell me it's a pandemic, nobody working, we can't get anybody there. And then the second time they tell me we don't know the owner of the land. And he owe taxes and we can't find him. But the township have 3 falling trees from that land in my fence. First time they came, they cut the tree and they left it there. Every time the tree fall, we contact them, they cut it and they leave it there. We can't, my daughter have mosquito bite, she got Lyme disease of it. Nobody can go outside. And big swamp, I have some pictures. It's showing, I can't get too close because maybe 4 foot of my backyard is wet. I can't go in there, right? The water gets green in the summer. Imagine how many insects get from that water. For 2 years, we're trying to contact somebody to care. All what we need, I'm not asking for somebody to clean up the whole area. I'm asking for digging a way to the drain so that water can have a way to go somewhere, not staying in there. My neighbor can't get his kids outside. We don't know what to do.
You have photographs, and
Yes.
and the photographs are addressed in terms of the property?
This is the map of the area.
And is the address written down somewhere?
Yeah, the address, my address is here. It's 3 Stratford Road. The one has it. I can get a right.
It doesn't say Stratford Road on this.
This is the rest of the picture.
Okay. Take that, just write down the address. Go ahead, please.
Wooded area. You have the railroad, the county culvert goes under the rider's lane. Yeah. It was railroad just, goes under.
Give me your cell phone number.
848-467-9073. 848-467-9073.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to address the chair? Please.
Tom Ingrasani, 58 Deerfield Road. A few weeks ago, I brought up a poll on the Irwin School. Well, that was ready done. There was a new pole put in, new transformer. That thing was ready to go, but thanks for your response and, safety first. And the other thing I just heard about too, is there gonna be helicopters flying around for about 5 days to check transmission lines? Would that be done at daytime or nighttime? If you know, I don't know. So,
Mr. Criscuolo, please.
It's all done in the daytime. It will
Okay.
start early, when daybreak is, especially if the weather's going to be in climate later in the day. They do it every year.
okay.
Check the lines.
And I figured at night so I could see leakage from the wires, I thought, that's all.
It's
Okay.
too dangerous for them to fly that close to the wires.
All right, thank you very much, that's it.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Ingersoll.
you.
Anyone else wishing to address the chair, please?
Hello, Catherine Kolek, representing with Polish Heritage Festival Committee with Heidi and Aneta here. Just want to make sure that we hear correctly in the beginning was the Polish Heritage Festival approved? This is June 11th.
Has not been approved yet.
Has not been
It's on the
approved.
agenda for this evening.
Okay, so I'd like to extend the invitation to the festival. It's the third time we are organizing here in East Brunswick. Beautiful music and ethnic food, as well as all different variety of food and music and fun for children and adults. Okay, thank you so
can
much.
Stick around and
I will be there. My wife
Yes.
was born in Poland.
Oh, wonderful. Pierogi will be there for sure.
The only problem, I gained 7 pounds at the festival, so.
I think
It was very
everyone
good.
from.
It was very good.
Everyone up here on the dais will be in attendance. Anyone else wishing to address the chair? Move over to the consent agenda, but however, before I go on that consent agenda, and I do have clarification on Resolution 137 and 141. Mr. Criscuolo, will you just make a comment on 136 and 138 regarding BlackRock Enterprise?
Sure. The first one, as we've been long awaiting for starting the pavement overlay on Tisus Road. This was part of our DOT grant, the Transportation Trust Fund, did give us some money toward this. BlackRock Enterprises will be paving that. They're doing they won the paving contract for the remainder of the town as well, and the library parking lot, which will be done within the next couple of weeks. They will be starting that, and that's the section that's starting on Riders Lane, heading towards Route 18. So that's fantastic news. I know the mayor and I were out with Jamie of the project leader of the patch team, and he's like elated that we're going to get that done. Also, on because we did pretty good on the pricing on that, we were able to do a change order to our normal pavement management program to finish Fern from the bridge to where Fern will be reconstructed for the permanent traffic signal at Cranberry. So we'll have that section done. That wasn't done last year. That's after the bridge there. And Cornwell Courts, they're in desperate need of repair. And these both come under the advice of our planning and engineering group and our team leader for the patch program. So we're happy that we're going to be able to facilitate both of these and get these done in the near term.
Excuse me, Council President?
Yes, Councilman Wendell.
Can you, Mr. Criscuolo, can you clarify again? Maybe it breezed over me pretty quickly, but the Tisus Lane, it's going to be from Riders Lane to where?
So there's 3 parts of Tice's in order to complete the entire length of Tice's Lane that goes from Riders Lane all the way to Route 18. It's done in roughly thirds. The third that the Transportation Trust Fund grant covers is from Riders Lane to the Hidden Oaks project, roughly University is where that stops. Okay. The Hidden Oaks, as part of their application for approving of the project that they're putting on the corner of Tice's and Harts, was supposed to do from University, that whole intersection of University and Harts Lane, right, up to the 110 Tice's project, and 110 Tice's is doing the rest of that all the way out to Route 18. We're already, so the part that you're voting on tonight is the part that we get Transportation Trust Fund money for, that takes it from Riders Lane to University. Okay. We are trying to work with the developer at Hidden Oaks so that they could do their project at the same time, so we could do all of Tice's. We've kind of hit crickets with them. And 110 is actually already doing the work. They've gotten the rights from Mr. Greek to take property to make that extra lane.
All the curb work is done.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, all the curb work is complete.
Curb work is done.
Yeah.
And ultimately, they're going to start using the Renee Road extension and close off the, what's that?
Highland Avenue.
Highland Avenue. Right now, they're waiting for PSE&G to move the line that's right by Dick's, has to be moved back. And there's a ton of things on that line. So as soon as, so it's not the developer, believe it or not, that's holding us up. It's actually PSE&G right now.
And that's pretty typical. But that's all I wanted clarity on. I knew there was several players there, and I wanted everybody to know that this road is ideally going to be done, I think it's to what, 100 feet away from Route 18 is where the Tisus Lane developer, the 110 Tisus developer ends his reconstruction, 100 feet from the Route 18.
It takes you up to the entranceway to,
But the state's going to do
State's
that
gonna do
property
the
from
rest.
there anyway.
right.
I just wanted clarity on that. for
Yep.
Everyone else, maybe those sitting here on the dais that aren't aware.
Mr. Criscuolo, please clarify on 144, the police training facility with
Sure.
regard to lead remediation
Sure.
and the safety.
We have a police training facility in the township, and naturally, the rounds that they shoot contain lead. We train many organizations there. They bring their tactical teams there. There's airline pilots and transportation officers, Port Authority of New York, New Jersey. They come to our training center and they pay a fee. We run this as a utility. So every X amount of years, we need to remediate the lead from the rounds that were shot in the building. So it is time for us to do that. The funding for this, or major part of this funding for this, comes from the utility, from these outside agencies using the facility to help us maintain the environment. So this is just our maintenance of that facility to remediate the lead, and it's really just a best practice to do. The trap itself has indications of when it needs to be remediated, and so we want to undertake the project and get that done.
Thank you, Mr. Criscuolo. Does anyone need anything separated from the consent agenda? You get a resolution for, a motion for Resolution 23-134 through Resolution 23-148.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Just for our visitors, Resolution 23-135 is a resolution authorizing the Polish Heritage League to hold a Polish festival on June 11, 2023. Township Clerk, please take the roll.
Councilmember Hall?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zambicki?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy?
Yes, everything's good. With regard to our ordinances, and we did get clarification from our Township Clerk on 13 and
12 and 13.
12 and 13. Mr. Criscuolo, can you comment on 11 and 14 for
Absolutely.
us?
Ordinance 2311, when we were doing some review of the code book itself, we noticed that Edward Street, which runs off of River Road, never was put into the code for the 4-ton weight limit. There is signage there, there's everything there, and we just want to make sure that when our police officers write tickets for any trucks that are over the limit, that if they come to court, that they get charged and can pay the fine and everything. So this was not in the code, and I found it and talked to Wade Gordon, and he agreed that we need to get this put into the code. 2314, if you recall, 2 weeks ago, we did a shared service agreement with the Board of Ed to do some financing for them. So that was the first step, that we have that shared service agreement, and this ordinance is the next part of the process is to do the bond ordinance for bonding for the loan that we're going to effectuate for the Board of Ed. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Criscuolo. So therefore, ordinance 2311, 2312, 2313, 2314. Do I have a motion to approve?
Can we approve them as
You
well?
have to do
I
it.
beg your pardon. I'm sorry?
You have to do
Oh, we
it
have to do them separate?
Yes.
Okay, one at a time then. Can I have a,
I'll read it by title.
please?
An ordinance of the Township of East, Ordinance 23-11, an ordinance of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 209 of the Township Code, Vehicles and Traffic, Article 13, Section 49, Schedule 10. Trucks registered 4 tons gross weight or over of the revised general ordinances of the Township of East Brunswick.
Motion to adopt.
Second? Was that Councilwoman Winston? Second. Thank you. Township Clerk, call the roll.
Councilman Bahal?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zimbigui?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy?
Yes. Ordinance 2312.
An ordinance of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 83 of the Township Code entitled Dogs and Cats of the revised general ordinances of the Township of East Brunswick.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Move to adopt.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Township Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Paul?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
And Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zimbigui?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy?
Yes. Ordinance 23-13. Township Clerk, will you please read?
An ordinance of the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 109 of the Township Code entitled Food Handling Establishments of the revised general ordinances of the Township of East Brunswick.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to adopt.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion on this? Seeing none, Township Clerk, call the roll.
Councilman Bahal?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zimbigui?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy?
Yes, ordinance 23-14. Township Clerk, please read.
A bond ordinance providing for various capital improvements in and by the Township of East Brunswick, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, pursuant to a shared services agreement with the East Brunswick Board of Education, appropriating $6.1 million, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $5,795,000 in bonds or notes to finance various improvement projects of the Board of Education.
Do I have a motion to approve this?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Township Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Councilman Bahal?
Yes.
Councilman Wendell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Winston?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zimbigui?
Yes.
And Council President McAvoy?
Yes. For the good of the cause. Councilman Bahal?
Thank you, Council President. I just want to take this opportunity to thank Daudi Bora's community of East Brunswick on behalf of entire council for inviting us to their iftar celebration on April 16th. I would also like to thank them for their community services, may it be plastic recycling, upcycling, cloth drive, to name a few. Thank you once again for all your contributions. That's all. Thank you.
I just like to second that. I was going to mention that, but their commitment to service to the community is exemplary.
This is a periodical that we all receive, and it's the most recent New Jersey Municipalities mag that arrived. And part of the big article on Show Off Your City 2023, and Hazlet, the Township of Hazlet, there's some like 543 townships in New Jersey, and Hazlet was the winner. Unfortunately, you know, for me, there was fireworks going off, but that's a big part of the reason why they make a big deal about fireworks down there. They're going to join the cause too. The chuckling going on is because we're going to be moving in that direction of laser and drone in a while. So anyway, there was the winner, and then there were 9 honorable mentions. And guess who was number 4? East Brunswick. And I know you can't see the photo from where you're at, but it says East Brunswick, time to play ball at Heavenly Farms, and credit John Roche for for entering the application in and taking the photographs. So we're very proud of our community. I just wanted to share that with you. Take a motion for adjournment. Anyone, all those in favor? Opposed? Good night.